facing the user?
Yeah, so I'd like to make a small comparison between video games and mobile games. Video game is a high price market. When you look at the price you have to pay for a next generation console, it's very high. And it's a specialist market. Nintendo is on the side, of course, when you talk about Wii and Nintendo DS. For mobile gaming, price is very low and target group is huge. It's really mass market. So Gameloft strategy is to address every segment and sub-segment. So we were quite well known at the beginning by adopting video games to mobile games with licenses such as Prince of Persia or Splinter Cell. And now we move to a catalog which is over 150 games, and we publish around 50 games per year. So really the idea is that when you have someone wanting to play a Sudoku, there is no way to have this person playing Splinter Cell. So we're not going to change the person, so we change internally the organization to serve every need.
Right. Ilkka, going back to then what Vishal was earlier alluding to in terms of the portable handheld market. Certainly, our devices today have the capability, at least the juice, to run a lot of the content, rich content available today. Do you think issues like ergonomics, issues like battery life and all that, I mean, what is Nokia doing about that?
I think it's a very sort of pragmatic approach. Like Jose Luis showed already earlier, so we are studying consumer behavior really sort of on a continuous basis. You could argue that in real time. So we get to sort of we want to get information and what's the right balance, because having a device that's with you, you always have this question of okay, how do you balance the small size, and then when you use it, it should be like huge screen and a lot of capabilities. So how do you strike that balance? And that's what we are trying to do. And obviously, ergonomics is a key part of that.
Yeah, but the thing is, however, because the device is mainly used as a communications device, and a lot of people would argue, hey, it's a communications device, so gaming may not be the primary usage for this, and because of that, mobile games are then seen pretty much as like lower involvement, lower priority, like a time killer, for instance. And I open this up to the group, of course. Are mobile games just time killers? I mean, are they simply there to, kill up, use up some of your 5 minutes that you're waiting in line or something?
So if I very quickly sort of give some feedback from our studies, so obviously using game as to fill the downtime, that's obviously one of the key use cases. However, we do see, and I think Ludovic was referring to that, lots of different kind of gaming needs. So you could argue that it's not really a one market there. So you have a kind of like a spectrum of different use cases, starting from gaming like Splinter Cell, which is more closer to hardcore, and then at the other end you have the social gaming, where you just want to communicate and be with the friends in the context of gaming, or more like chatting. And that's the sort of it's a very wide spectrum which we are trying to fill with different kind of games.
Right.
Actually, just to add to this, I mean, in the market like India, where consoles are very low penetration, and for a number of people